Hi first graders! Today we are going to be exploring Chapter 3, Lesson 7. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your GoMath book. You're also going to need to grab your pencil. And last, we are going to be using our counters today. Once you have all of these math tools, then we can get started. Let's take a look at our I can statement for today's lesson. It says, I can use a 10 frame to add 10 and an addend less than 10. Let's turn to page 121 in our math books. At the top, it says, listen and draw. The directions say, what is 10 plus 5? Use counters and the 10 frame. Model and draw to solve. Listen to the following problem. Allie has 10 red apples in a bag. She has 5 yellow apples next to the bag. How many apples does Allie have? We are going to use our red and yellow counters to solve. You can use the 10 frame in your book, or you can use the one that I have printed here if you have the same one at home. First, what do we need to find to solve the problem? We need to find how many apples Allie has. If we think back to our story, we know that Allie has 10 red apples. Let's show 10 red counters in the frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are also going to show 5 yellow counters outside the frame to show that Allie has 5 yellow apples next to the bag. Let's count 5 yellow counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to draw the counters on our page. First, we'll need to draw our 10 red counters inside of the 10 frame. First, we'll need to draw our 10 red counters inside of our 10 frame. Next, we'll need to draw our 5 yellow counters outside of our 10 frame. Now we can answer the question in our problem. How many apples does Allie have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We just solved 10 plus 5, which is equal to 15. How did using the 10 frame and the counters help us find the sum? Well, it was easy to see the addends because we had 10 in our 10 frame, and then we just needed to add 5 more. Let's turn to page 122 in our math books. At the top, it says model and draw. The directions say you can use a 10 frame to add 10 plus 6. 10 plus 6 equals 16. In our cloud, we see that it says, color the counters to show 10 red. Color the counters to show 6 yellow. Let's use our crayons to color the 10 counters inside of the 10 frame red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, let's follow the rest of the directions and color the counters to show 6 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can add 10 plus 6. 10 plus 6 equals 16. We can check our answers by counting. We know our 10 frame has 10. Let's add 6 more. After 10 comes 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's look at the next part of our page. It says share and show. Draw red counters to show 10. Draw yellow counters to show the other addend. Write the sum. We are going to try numbers 1 and 2 together. Number 1 says 10 plus 3. We are going to draw red counters to show 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just drew 10 red counters to show 10 inside of our 10 frame. Now let's draw yellow counters to show the other addend. The other addend is 3. Let's draw 3 yellow counters outside of the 10 frame. 1, 2, 3. Now we can add. We know that this whole 10 frame shows 10, so now we just need to add 3 more. After 10 comes 11, 12, 13. That means 10 plus 3 is 13. Next, let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 says 10 plus 5. First, let's draw red counters to show 10 in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's draw yellow counters to show the other addend. The other addend is 5. Let's draw 5 yellow counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's add 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5, well, first let's look at our 10 frame. We have 10. That means we know we only need to count on 5 more. After 10 comes 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That means 10 plus 5 is 15. Now I want you to try numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your own. Remember to pause the video so that you have enough time to work on 3, 4, 5, and 6. When you're finished, then you can unpause the video and we'll check our answers. Let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 says 10 plus 1. You should have used your red crayon to draw 10 red counters inside of the 10 frame. Then you should have used your yellow crayon to draw 1 yellow counter to show 1. 10 plus 1 equals 11. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 says 10 plus 2. You should have used your red crayon to draw 10 red counters inside of the 10 frame. Then you should have used your yellow counters or your yellow crayon to draw 2 yellow counters outside of the 10 frame. 10 plus 2 is 12. Let's look at number 5. Number 5 says 10 plus 4. You should have used your red crayon to draw 10 red counters inside of the 10 frame. Your next job was to draw 4 yellow counters outside of the 10 frame. 10 plus 4 equals 14. Let's look at number 6. Number 6 says 10 plus 7. Your first job was to draw 10 red counters inside of the 10 frame. Your next job was to draw 7 yellow counters outside of the 10 frame. 10 plus 7 equals 17. Now let's turn to our last page, which is page 123. It says, on your own. For numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10, you're going to continue using that same routine. Draw red counters to show 10, draw yellow counters to show the other addend, then write the sum. For numbers 11 through 15, you're going to add. And last but not least, for number 16, you are going to follow these directions. Draw red counters to show 10, draw yellow counters to show the missing addend. Write the missing addend. So following that same routine of drawing your red and yellow counters, and then find the missing number in the addition sentence. I know you can do it. Awesome job, first graders. Make sure to complete page 123. Either take a picture of it in your GoMath book, or you can complete it here on Seesaw. Either way, I can't wait to see what an awesome job you all did. I'll see you all later. Bye.